All right. What's poppin', Ninja Gang? All right, so it's your boy, the Blurred Rider here. Going for a little test footage run that I'm going to upload on YouTube for my first foray in motovlogging. And let's see how this works out. So, got my bike here, Suki Ninja 400. All right, let's turn her around. There we go. All right, we'll see how this works out. All right. All right. Let's ride. Oh, she loud. She is loud. Yeah, I love when little kids just stare at you in awe. There's some great wholesome content for my first video. What's up, Ninja Gang? It's your boy, the Blurred Rider. And I am new to YouTube. So this is going to be my first attempt. Let me close my visor. Hopefully the audio is good. This is just test footage here. Hopefully everything looks good, sounds good. It feels great. So we'll see how this goes. But what's up? What's going on, YouTube? I am new to the YouTube community, the YouTube world. Decided to try my hand at this motovlogging thing. See if I can get some good footage, some good adventures to share with y'all. So right now I'm just taking a little ride down here and see how things work out. I am on my 2018 Ninja 400. Her name is Suki, and I named her after Devin Aoki's character from Too Fast, Too Furious. You know, the Asian girl that was rolling with the pink Honda S2000? Yeah, her name was Suki, so I decided to name my bike after her. I even have the same, I have like a mini version of the decal that was on the side of her car. I have it on the side, on either side of the bike here as well. So, Blurred Rider and Suki, here we go, my noble steed. My steel horse, if you will. So, I have been riding for, well, this will be my second full season of riding, actually. Got the bike in 2022, so it's a used 2018 Ninja 400. I bought her in 2022. It's been going great so far. She feels fantastic. This is a great beginner bike. You have enough power to get you to where you need to be if you need to go there in a hurry. She is highway capable, freeway capable. She's got enough power under her to get you up to speed if you need it to. What are these people doing here in front of me? So yeah, I love it. I love the bike. I love the bike. It's fairly light for a sports bike as well. I would say she's probably, you know, probably top of her class in terms of like the 400 range. You know, the mid-tier sport bike level. You know, it's between, you know, the Ninja 400, the Yamaha R3. Those are usually the biggest comparisons that you'll see, the R3 and the 400. But yeah, so far it's been great. She's been feeling great. I have wrapped the bike myself, actually. So, you know, with Kawasaki, their home colors are lime green, and funny enough, I am definitely not a fan of the lime green. Red and black are my home colors, if you will. Red and black, the color combination that I rock with. So I decided to wrap the bike myself. At a later date, I'll put a video up just showing the bike. But yeah, I ended up buying the vinyl on Amazon, watched a couple YouTube videos on how to wrap a bike, and ended up doing it myself. So that's how that went. It was very educational, to say the least, right? It was difficult because it was my first time doing this, and I've had no formal practice or no formal teacher other than just other videos of other people doing it, and I would just watch, you know, bit by bit on what you're supposed to do. Now, it's not perfect. The wrap job is not perfect, especially when you come up close. You can kind of see some of the imperfections in the application. But hey, it was my first time doing it. I didn't mind it. There's a bike right there. But yeah, I mean, I ended up doing it myself. It took me about 3 full weekends because, you know, with work and everything, I couldn't really do it during the weekday. So I had to, every week, I had to wait for the weekends where I had all the time. Plus, when I ended up doing the wrap job, it was off-season hours. Like, it was, I think it was the fall when I wasn't riding as much is when I decided to do it. So I wasn't riding, I had to wait for the weekends, and because it was during the fall time, you know, with daylight savings and all that nonsense, I was actually racing against daylight as well to try to get as much done as I possibly can while there was still some sunlight out. So that's why it took me a couple weekends to do it, but hey, I ended up doing it. From far, she looks great, but it's when you come up close you can see, you know, some poor seam lines, some poor cutting techniques that I did. But hey man, I got it done. So red and black Ninja 400. You know, 2018 did not have that colorway at the time. You know, Kawasaki, each year they have, I think they have like 2 or 3 colorways that they put out for that year for the bike. So, and to be honest with you, if it wasn't like an all black bike or an all red bike for that matter, it didn't matter what bike I got, I was gonna probably end up doing the wrap job myself anyways, depending on the bike, because maybe some bikes it wouldn't look as good, but yeah, no, it was difficult, but we got her done. So it was educational. Like I said, I learned a lot on how to do it. You know, heat gun. Heat is your best friend when using vinyl wrap. But yeah, we're gonna try to get some cool adventures going on this summer. Hopefully I can bring some nice content to everyone here. Start building the following. Joining the YouTube motovlogging community. Go on a couple group rides. Go to a few bike meets. All that to bring some type of content to y'all. But yeah, like I said, this is just some test footage here. If it ends up being good, well, I'm just gonna post it and, you know, get the ball rolling from there. See if we can get some traction. get some followers, get some subscribers. And then of course, you know, any tips and tricks on how to make better videos, how to make better content is definitely always welcome. I am open to suggestions to try to bring the content that the people want. You know what I mean? So we are in Ontario, Canada. Not quite in Toronto. About, from where I stay, about, you know, 20-30 minutes from Toronto. So, you know, the home teams here, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Toronto Raptors, the Toronto Blue Jays. We don't have an NFL team here, but we do have the CFL, the Canadian Football League, where we then have the Toronto Argonauts. But for the other major sports, baseball, basketball, and hockey, we do have major sports teams there. We've just been awarded a WNBA team, which is pretty exciting for the city as well. So that's cool. We also have the Toronto FC football team, or soccer for you North Americans. We have a lacrosse team, the Toronto, what is our lacrosse team name? Oh boy, I'm blanking right now. The Rock, the Toronto Rock is the lacrosse team. A snippet of the teams that we got here. Being in Ontario and all. That dog was riding shotgun in that Audi. So this ride here is not going to be the most scenic of routes. Wanted to put something out or get something up here just to see how things work. And who knows, I might delete later, right? If I get any bigger, or you know, get better quality videos or just better content, like this video will go in the archive. But I do have an Instagram page already, the blurred_rider. So BLRD_RDR, the Blurred Rider. For those of you who don't know what blurred means, it means it's an amalgamation of two words. So blurred means black nerd. I identify as a black nerd. I'm into comics, anime, video games, movies. You know, I'm a huge Marvel buff. I don't mind DC as well. There's a few characters I like from DC, but I'm more of a Marvel guy. And not to like be snobby about it or anything, or gatekeep or anything, but I'm a Marvel guy from before the MCU. I know a lot of people who nowadays who are into Marvel and DC stuff are probably just from the live action movies, but no, I've been a Marvel guy. I've been a Marvel guy my whole life. I've been a superhero guy my whole life. Growing up watching, you know, the Saturday morning cartoons of the superheroes. You know, the Spider-Man, the Batman, the animated series, X-Men. So I've been into that stuff. But I also identify as a nerdlete. Again, amalgamation of two words, nerd and athlete, because not only have I been with the comics and anime and video games my whole life, but also I'm a huge sports guy, right? I grew up playing sports all throughout high school, my childhood, into my adulthood. I still currently play, but you know, I used to play a whole bunch of sports: volleyball, basketball, baseball, hockey, tennis, you name it. Started off playing soccer or football, and then also American football as well. Basketball is my number one sport. Still play to this day. Try to play as much as I can. You know, always got to stay active. I'm all about trying to stay active and staying fit. I'm not a gym buff, I'll tell you that. I'm not a gym rat. I don't go to the gym. I'm not into lifting weights or anything like that, but going out and doing an activity, yeah, all for it. Going out playing some ball, go rollerblading, whatever. Just trying to stay fit, trying to stay active that way. So if this video gets any type of traction, down in the comments below, I would love to hear or see, I guess, what everyone is into, right? Because we are not one-dimensional creatures. We are multifaceted beings, right? All of us do a lot of things. All of us have a lot of different interests and hobbies. We do not just stick to one thing. There's no way that we stick to just one thing, right? So I just explained that I'm a nerd, but I'm also an athlete who is black and owns a motorcycle, right? So we are into a whole bunch of different things all the time, right? I used to draw a lot too. I used to be, well, I still think I'm fairly artistic or creative, but you know, going back to me wrapping my bike, right? There's part of that creativity that I had going on with that, right? My whole purpose of trying to start this YouTube channel is another form of creativity, right? So we're all multifaceted beings, right? And I know that we have a whole bunch of commonalities. I think we are more alike than we are different, because I can guarantee you there's a whole bunch of blurs out there, not necessarily who may also ride bikes, but you know, blurs who may be athletes. That's why I self-identify as that. As I coined the phrase, the nerdly. I am a nerdly. I'm a blurred, I'm a nerdly. Right? I'm a black nerd, but I'm also very athletic. And I take pride in that. I take pride in my athleticism because I grew up with sports all my life, right? Watch sports, playing sports. I'm also very big into sim racing, right? I have a whole setup back home, you know, with my Thrustmaster 300 RS with the GT racing wheel, equipped with the pedals and clutch and gear shift. Like, I'm into all that stuff, man. I'm into Formula 1 racing. I've been watching F1 since, oh boy, again, a long time, a very, very long time I've been watching F1, right? Again, going back to us being multifaceted creatures, man. We have a lot of different interests, a lot of different hobbies that we all enjoy. The fun and all that is then finding other like-minded people, like-minded individuals who may be into that stuff as well, right? So that's what's fun about all this. And now my latest hobby, my latest creative outlook, I guess, or soon to be creative outlet, is being on the bike. You know, I've always wanted a bike. It's been a dream of mine, again, since I've been a kid, right? And it's actually very huge in the black community as well, motorcycles. Like, you know, if you're into hip-hop like I am, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, from the time of you know who I would say would probably made it really popular is DMX. Rest in peace to the dog. Right? Because you look at the Rough Riders and the music videos from back then, it was all bikes and ATVs and all that shit, right? And again, me also being a hip-hop head, you know, that kind of stuff is what's influenced me, so to speak, right? And then you look at the States, you know, they got a huge bike following all over the place, right? Especially, I would say, especially like the West Coast, bro. Like in Cali, Atlanta, I know Atlanta is the South, but I'm saying like Cali, Atlanta, I've seen a bunch of people in Texas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas. Like bike culture is huge down there, and a lot of black people are part of that too. So let me get away from this truck. That's a little bit about me, ladies and gents. Again, this is not much of an exciting ride, but we all have to start somewhere, right? So let me start. This is my start. So it's a beautiful day here in Ontario. Beautiful day. About 26 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. For any American viewers that I may attract here, we use kilometers and not miles per hour when discussing our speed. So, you know, we use centimeters, we don't use inches, right? We're part of the metric system. Right? I think America, I think the States are like the only place in the world that still uses the imperial system. We use metric along with, you know, everyone else. So yeah, kilometers to describe distance, kilometers, however you want to pronounce it, kilometers, kilometers, whatever. When it comes to our weight, we describe as kilograms. You know, when it's a measure of, like when it comes to rulers, it's centimeters and millimeters as opposed to inches. but it's also kind of funny because we kind of blend everything together, right? Like I'm here in Canada and I still say feet, right? I'm 5'10" right? I don't know the whole, you know, I don't even know what that is in centimeters, to be honest with you, right? So we interchange the stuff anyways. But yeah, just that's what it is, being in different parts of the world. Well, I am almost at my destination, so I am going to cut off the video here. This is just an intro, pretty much, to me, this motovlogging journey that I'm about to embark on, and we'll see how it goes. Know what I mean? So, all right, YouTube family, all right, Ninja Gang, we out here.